What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out without a doubt. I've been on a Katt Williams marathon to see what this thing is all about, man. This man is deep. Love Katt Williams to death. I would love to work for Katt Williams as a sound engineer, cameraman, help him do his mixing and mastering or whatever. I ain't saying that I'm the best, but I'm loyal. I'm loyal. Anyway, man, hey, all this pyramid, it's another one, Murph and Stephanie, it's another one that I want to do. They was talking about the land of Aquarius or whatever the case may be. You know, God dang it, this mouse, boy. I'm about to throw this mouse, man. Without any further ado, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out.
Chop those noses off of the Pharaoh and the Sphinx in Egypt in the first place is because
Katt Williams is dropping hidden knowledge again.
What?
He's one of the few who gives us a peek behind the curtain, where real knowledge is kept from the many and shared with only a few. The insights he shares in this video are definitely eye-opening. Wow, truly mind-blowing.
it doesn't matter because everybody in Egypt knew it. None of those people are saying, hey, I came up with this. The more you know how little you know.
The more you know how little you know. This hits especially hard after watching the entire video. Katt dives into depths that might just scare you, realizing that if what he's saying is indeed true, then it's time for us to start making some changes. Let's dive in.
None of those people, none of them picked a bad place ever. That's when you understand that there's a grid. Yeah. Because nobody's holy people pick bad spots. No. Everybody understood.
That's deep right there. You see what I'm saying, man? He is so deep to the point that, oh my gracious, nobody picked bad spots. I'm sorry, Murph, I heard some clicking and I had to mute y'all. Did I mute you too, Stephanie? Or you muted yourself? But anyway, long story short, he's still clicking. Long story short, what he's saying is so deep, man.
Realizing that if what he's saying is indeed true, then it's time for us to start making some changes. Let's dive in.
None of those people, none of them picked a bad place ever. That's when you understand that there's a grid. Yeah. Because nobody's holy people pick bad spots. No. Everybody understood certain things about the area, and long before they had x-ray machines. And if you just went by that in the whole world, you would start to understand like the true power of the Vatican and the fact that certain things are based on real shit.
Now, hold on, because what he's about to reveal barely scratches the surface. Yet it'll start to make sense. The Vatican, much like the pyramids, isn't just randomly placed. It's a breathtaking sight, rich with symbolism and secrets hidden in plain sight, which many of you might already recognize. But did you know that what's visible to us is merely the tip of the iceberg? The specific location of the Vatican is no mere coincidence. Now, think. What other iconic place was deliberately situated and is even more famous than the Vatican?
Do you think Beverly Hills was, you think this was an area they built on purpose? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was Hollywood is not really there to entertain you. Like, that's great that happens. But
if you think about it, Los Angeles is a curious name, translating to the angels in English, which already sets a mystical tone. Then there's Hollywood, a name that really makes you think when you break it down. Holly and wood. Jordan Maxwell often discussed this, explaining that the name derives from the Druids who used a piece of wood from a holly tree to make their scepters. While I'm not saying it's outright magic, when you consider what Hollywood does, how it alters perceptions, changes beliefs, and sets trends through our TVs and movies, it all starts to make a strange kind of sense.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's telling any crazy stories, my man. Not globally. Yeah. A lot of times it turns out that they were right, that no, we couldn't have told people this because, yeah, they would have went and this would have happened and that would have happened. And you can start to see that.
If you listen closely to the podcast, you'll notice how reserved Katt Williams is. He seems eager to share more, but chooses his words carefully, aware of the potential impact. But the part that follows is absolutely jaw-dropping. You sense he's telling the truth, yet you might still find yourself searching for explanations to make it all seem less extreme. But what if it really is as wild as it sounds? What if he's exactly right about what he's saying? Let's listen to Katt.
You don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about, does following the ritual work? You can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I be like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
It's a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is. So 20 years ago, I knew that was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I understood that the earliest I had seen that word was Baphomet, the gender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the gender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things will become popular in the future, and that somehow calling people the goat would be normalized over the sheep being always the most popular reference.
I warned you this might get a bit wild, but think about it. You've seen it on TV all the time. Remember Dave Chappelle's incident with the dress? Here it is for those who aren't familiar.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them dots like, wow, these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin. Yeah. The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here.
And let's not forget about Kevin Hart.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for?
I definitely haven't ran into to put on a dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross.
There are more discussions like these, so there must be some truth there, right? Now, the part about the ritual and Baphomet really scares me. If there's any truth to this, we are screwed. Big thanks to Katt Williams for daring to voice these truths. We're about to dive into the chopped noses part. But first, let's hear what Katt has to say to Joe about the Illuminati.
That's why I can speak with impunity about the Illuminati, because I know who you...
Did y'all see that? Did y'all... Hold up.
We are screwed. Big thanks to Katt Williams for daring to voice these truths. We're about to dive into the chopped noses part. But first, let's hear what Katt has to say to Joe about the Illuminati.
That's why I can...
Look at Justin Bieber. I never seen Justin Bieber do the one eye thing. Do y'all think he know what he's talking about with that one eye, with the circle around the eye? That's crazy, man. I don't know.
No, he's been told to do that.
Right, he's told to do that, but do he know why he's being told to do that?
No, of course he doesn't.
I think you know why. Because that's when he was older. He have already been
he's not older than Mike. He's not older. He's still a kid.
So you're gonna just contradict everything I say, and it's supposed to be my channel, right? Right. Listen, Murph, listen. He's not as young as when he first started with, like, does that picture look like he's older when Puffy done took him under the wing for 28 hours or 48 hours or whatever? Or do you think that's the same age when before or after Puffy took him for 48 hours? That's my question.
I think, probably a couple of years older. Yeah.
So he's older. That's my point I'm making, to hurry up and get to my real point. My real point is he has already been he has already been hurt. He has already been swallowed and drugged or whatever. So now he's like, you part of this cult. So this is symbol. We need to take pictures of you doing this or whatever, right? That's what I'm thinking. Just like Courtney, I can't believe Courtney did the symbol and he gonna act like he wasn't doing it. Oh, I just put my hands like this. Courtney, you so smart. You are so smart that you do the stupidest things.
Yeah.
You know, these people that's doing that, they are all doing it on purpose, even if they told to do it with that eye thing. So I stopped it right here to let y'all know that I think these people are making jokes to us normal people.
Can we just go through the list of the people that are there? So who?
Okay, go ahead.
So you've got Bouncy. I won't say her name. I refuse to say her name, so I call her Bouncy.
So why you want to go to the list and you're not gonna say the name? Because I don't know the names. You're saying Beyonce?
So yeah, Beyonce. Yeah,
the top right.
Beyonce, Justin Bieber. You've got who's that on the underneath Justin Bieber? Is that Sia?
Shit, you the one said you're going to say the names. You don't know their names.
You've got Johnny Depp. You've got Jackie Chan.
That's Jackie Chan. I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've got Kim Kardashian there, but she's not doing a symbol per se. She's just holding something up and covering her eye. And then you've
got covering the eye. Okay.
Who's
that besides Jackie Chan? Who's this guy besides Jackie Chan? I seen him in a movie a couple of times.
It's Johnny Depp.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving. My man.
Speak with impunity about the Illuminati because I know who you would have to be in order for what I'm saying to bother you, number one.
Right.
Number two, I know your big secret. I know that you're not the Illuminati. I am. So you can't be illuminated. You're too dark. But the difficulty is getting people to believe something that they don't want to believe. And in each of these cases, this is where the money is.
Katt speaks in a way that's both intelligent and cryptic, targeting those in the audience who have already gone down the rabbit hole and grasp the deeper meanings of his words. Tyrese Gibson even called Katt Williams a prophet.
Katt Williams. Jesus. Did he break the internet? Oh, God. You know what his name is to me? His name is Prophet William. Prophet Katt Williams. We have gotten so used to the lie. The truth is uncomfortable. We live in a world right now where you fell in love with David Copperfield. You fell in love with the smoke. You have fell in love with who people appear to be. They don't want you to see the truth. They don't want to expose what's actually being said, what's actually being done, what's actually going on.
Indicating that many support him, though they might be too fearful to speak out due to the potential of losing everything. Here comes the part where he explains why all the pharaoh statues have their noses chopped off. Again, it makes you think.
You probably wonder, why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it? I don't pay attention to things I don't like. The liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still going to be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity. That's just why they chopped those noses off of the Pharaoh and the Sphinx in Egypt in the first place, is because without this nose, we can tell you this is whoever it is. But with that nose, it can only be. Why would somebody vandalize a whole face and only vandalize one part? Nobody wanted to knock an eye off or take an ear off. Or no chins missing. No, just the nose.
Just the nose.
Because it's a brand.
If you take a close look at the statues' faces, you can start to see the similarities Katt is talking about. Who knows? We live in an era where it's hard to know what to believe anymore, what's real and what isn't. We often just accept what the so-called experts, like major historians or scientists, tell us without a second thought. But I think it's healthy to have your beliefs challenged sometimes. I really admire Katt for what he stands for. We definitely need more people like him. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Watch how Katt wraps things up on a positive note.
That's why angels and devils freak me out, because no one wants to believe that there's a Satan, that there's a devil.
You mean a bad and a good?
Yeah, not just a bad and a good, but an actual evil, malevolent force.
No, just start with bad
Okay,
and good.
yes, bad and
okay,
good,
so
yeah.
if we started bad and good, then we understand what must be at the extremes of that.
Right.
Nobody's telling a different story. The fact that there is a God is the biggest conversation worldwide, but the truth of the matter is there is more reason for you to believe there is a God than there is for you to not. You have to understand that this thing serves no other purpose than to bring pleasure to this small group of beings.
Right.
And the fact that it already was set up to do that, the fact that it was already set up on this planet for there to be medicines for us to find and to utilize. And you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like, oh, yeah, so he made a cow. No, to make a cow, it means you had to also have made grass. And it means you would have had to have invented a whole new eating system for this animal, which was cud. And that means you would then have to have given him 3 stomachs to be able to, and you would have to have known that he was going to then emit a gas that was going to be necessary on the planet. Like,
it's clear that Katt Williams doesn't just entertain, he enlightens. His words challenge the status quo and invites us to question the narratives we've been fed. In a world brimming with information yet starved for wisdom, Katt's insights are a beacon for those seeking truth in the shadows of mainstream narratives. So, as we reflect on what's been shared, let's not only appreciate the boldness of his message, but also the hope it carries. Remember, every question we dare to ask is a step towards greater understanding.
Wow. The thing that tripped me out is he learned all this, or he read and got all this knowledge. And this knowledge is not like it was hidden from us and only for him to find. The knowledge is there, and nobody else is speaking on this like this in the theories and everything.
I think he's just a fascinating person.
Very fascinating.
Yeah, I think, and some people might agree and or disagree with what he's saying. You know, and the fact is that he doesn't know. He doesn't know. We don't know. Nobody knows.
Right.
How these things. But his theories and the way that he speaks about things is so endearing that you just want to listen to him for hours and hours and hours, whether he's doing stand-up comedy or just speaking about history. He's just a fascinating person.
Right. Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, man. Hey, I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Got to put an ending on this. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Peace out, y'all.